Hi everyone, Dr. Floyd here from Western University Wellness. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a talk on having comfortable techniques to help infants fall asleep. As some of you guys noticed that, especially during the stressful times, the kids are definitely being a little bit affected about all the stress levels. So it's really great to develop some sort of bedtime routine so that way they have something that they can count on and know what's coming up next. So I can show you a couple of things that I've done with Emmy that's been really successful. And of course, if you guys have more tips and things like that you'd like to share, feel free to comment on our page below. So like I said before, it's great to develop some sort of bedtime routine. Every family is a little bit different. Every baby is a little different. So of course, just do whatever works for you. We tend to do ours a little bit later just because we all get off a little work a little later, and Emmy's kind of a night owl, but she also sleeps in too. So yay! So we usually start with a nice bath time, usually really quick and really easy. Not anything too, we don't play any music or anything, just as a time for her to just kind of play in the water and just kind of calm down from the day. Afterwards, we like to do a little bit of a story time book, and then we actually do a little bit of massage. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of the infant massage techniques that I've used on her as well. Of course, some babies will actually feel like the massage is a little bit more stimulating than relaxing. So then of course test it out, see how they feel, and that way you can modify your techniques with them as well. So a couple of things that I'd like to try. So this is going to be our little model of baby. Don't worry, these are cranial sutures that I've drawn on, so they are meant to be there, but try not to get too scared about it. One of the things that I like to use with the massage are essential oils as well. But of course, if you're starting off or baby is really new, you can always just do a non-fragrant lotion or coconut oil, grapeseed oil, whatever you have around. And a little bit goes a long way. So just try a little bit first, spread it across your hands, and then so that way it can help spread throughout the body. Different types of essential oils that I have used and recommend before would be lavender would be a great one to use. Another one would be any sort of grounding blends. Balance would be a really great one. Young Living has a Gentle Baby that's really great. You just want to make sure whatever oil you use is going to be a great therapeutic grade oil. That way, and again, a little bit goes a long way, especially for a baby. So you only want to use maybe 1 or 2 droplets at first. If you want to test it out, mix it in with whatever coconut oil or non-fragrant lotion that you have, and just try around the feet first to see if that causes any sort of irritations for the baby. And of course, if it does, wash it off completely, warm water. If not, then just continue and let him enjoy it. So one of the things that I like to do, so right afterwards, of course, baby would be naked. So having her lay down, and I like to first kind of show her kind of hand signs. So you could just do like this with a lotion, oil, just right in front of her face, so that way she knows she can associate the action and the signals of like, okay, this is a massage. This is what's about to come. We're about to do a little bit of body work now. It's never too early for them to make those associations. Same thing as when you're working throughout the body, I would encourage you to talk about their body as you're doing it and talk about what you're doing. They make those things up really quickly early on, so it's a great thing to start off with. So at first what I like to do is I like to have both hands right across the chest and just do a little bit of just a light pressure, just the weight of your hands over them. And what we want to do is nice long strokes across the body, just nice long strokes. So you want to do a way to calm down. If we were to stimulate or increase circulation, you actually go towards the body. So you don't want to go towards the body, you actually want to go away from the body. And again, this is, think about this as bedtime. It doesn't have to be super long. You can cut out whatever parts you like or add things that you notice that your baby really likes to concentrate on. But at first, just these long, nice strokes, so that way they know, okay, just get used to the different feels that you have, different types of pressure points and things like that. And then you can actually feel where there is a little bit of a stress or tension point, or especially if they're going through big milestones like rolling over, sitting up, crawling. They'll notice different parts of their body having a little bit more tension, or a little bit of this right side, left side dominance. Feel those things out and see you could feel those in your baby as well. So again, so first we're just gonna do nice downward strokes from chest all the way down to the tips of the feet. And then afterwards, I like to go into arms. And with arms, since their bodies are so little, I use my thumbs to kind of go towards the shoulders like this first. Do a little bit of compression right over the shoulder blades, behind here as well. And just do a little bit of a squeeze down arm, forearms. And then when we get to hands, I actually like to open up her hands, kind of have her grab onto your thumbs and then just flick them off a little bit, flick them off. So just kind of imagine as if if you have a lot of tension, you just want to melt everything off. So you grab, and then just flick everything off. So do that a couple of times, see how your baby likes that. Next, what I like to do is I like to go down to tummy. A lot of times baby will have any sort of uncomfortable feelings associated with gas, constipation. Their gut is developing, especially that first year, so rapidly. New digestive enzymes and things like that are developing. Different types of food that you might be introducing. Again, first year is such a big development, just depending on what you're doing and how old they are. That gut is usually a big changing motion. So one of the things I like to do is just these circular movements. You're gonna go into backward C shape around the belly button. So pretend like this baby has a belly button and you're gonna go right on under the right rib cage area, and you're gonna follow and go around the belly button and then end up under. So backward C shape. So I like to do both hands kind of right on top of each other. Again, very gentle pressure, just the pressure of your own fingertips. And just go like this, just a couple of strokes. If your hands are getting a little bit dry, or you can tell that baby is getting a little fussy, lighten up on the pressure. Again, add a little bit more lotion, and just do little swift ones, just right across. After that, I like to do what's called a rainbow. So you're gonna start, again, everything starts on this side, and you're gonna end right here. So you're gonna swivel like this, almost as if you're drawing a rainbow with your fingertips. So, like so. Just like this, a couple of different passes. And then you're gonna walk the rainbow. Walk the rainbow, just a couple of times. And then after you're done with that, again, nice long strokes down, everything drawing the tension away from the body, flicking everything away. And then now onto the feet. So very similar to the arms, I like to kind of hold the hips and just like this, and just do a little bit of compression right around the hips. And then compress again, legs, compress all the way to the calf. And then when you get down to their little feet, I actually like to use my thumbs, just like this, and just do circular motions, just like this, almost like a backwards rainbow, like what you were doing on their tummies, right across the feet. You actually hold a lot of tension in the feet. So especially if they are newly walking, if they're just starting to cruise around, it's the first time that those joint spaces are getting that pressure. And so it's a really great way just to get their body used to this different type of sensory, and let them release a little bit of that tension as well. And of course, I would encourage anybody in the family to do this, so it doesn't have to be one person's designated responsibility to give your baby a little massage before bedtime, because it's really great for them to experience different types of body pressures, different types of textures. Everyone does it a little bit differently, so it's great for them to feel those different changes. And then what I like to do next is, you can either, depending on how big they are, you can always have them hold like this, or you can always have them lay belly down. But what we're concentrating on is the sacral piece right here. So this is where your parasympathetic nervous system is housed. This is where your rest, digest. You really want to have this really calm. If you notice that you put a little pressure on that, and then baby goes, doesn't like that, that means that there might be something that's off. So if you do, contact our office. There's definitely some things that we could do and show you as well. But you want to just cup just like this, and you just want to do just a little bit of a rock. Usually baby right now would be like this, and that's perfectly fine. And you just, again, just very light pressure, just like this. Or if you feel more comfortable holding baby, hold baby back the head right here, almost cup their tushy, and then you're going to use this part of your hand right over underneath the sacrum, and again, just rock. And it should feel really comfortable, it should feel really easy, and you'll feel a little bit of that rocking mechanism as well. So see what your baby feels like during this time. If she's really relaxed, if she's enjoying it, continue. If not, then this is where you stop. You're like, okay, this is all that it is. We're all done with the massage today. And I love to have little hand signs. If they feel like if they're really enjoying it and they really want to do a little bit more, then this is when I would go up to the head, do a little bit of concentration. It's really interesting that a lot of parents are very intuitive actually of how to massage the cranium of their head. If you notice any sort of flat spots or any sort of tension or any sort of molding, you'll actually will just kind of rub around that area, go in circular motions, of course, with very, very light pressure. You can definitely lift up as well. And just like this, just very light, just lifting. And then just forehead and just almost like a nice little roll. And that gives them a little bit, and then when I like to do this, I actually like to have my hand right across their chest. That way they feel like they're being nicely held, good pressure. And it's just like this, almost like a nice petting motion. And it releases a lot of that tension in their cranium. So everything we're doing today, we're releasing that tension, we're letting them unwind, we're allowing that time to happen. So that way they know next is gonna be nice, calming, hopefully a full night's rest for everybody. And of course, like I said, when you're done, I like to tell her, we're all done. Thanks for having a great massage with mommy today. So if you guys whenever you guys try this on your babies, if you had success, if you have any other tips or things that you guys have done that has worked really well, leave us a comment. Of course, we're available for virtual consults as well. So if you need any further recommendations or want some one-on-one work, I can definitely tune in and we can schedule that as well. And if there's anything else you guys need, just let us know. We're here for y'all. Have a good day. Bye.